Off play action, Lawrence down the seam, wants Rodgers, touchdown!
Jalen Phillips just invaded the backfield to knock Scary Terry down.
Wes Bryant here with Michael Felder from Stadium. You can catch this guy on College Kickoff Weekly and Campus Insiders, and we are here to present the 2020 ACC Digital Network Mid-Season Award. So, Michael, what do you say? We give out a little bit of virtual hardware. The best offensive player so far this season, and I think we know who it is.
Yeah, it's got to be Trevor Lawrence. He's been incredibly dynamic. Remember, this is a guy a year ago at this time. People were like, has he taken a step back? Did he regress? No. He's getting more and more control over the offense. I think that's the cool thing. We're seeing Trevor Lawrence take the next step in his evolution where he doesn't have to check with that coaching staff. He gets to run the offense.
I go with you, Trevor Lawrence. He has been a master of his craft so far. He's putting the ball anywhere he wants all the time. The best offensive player in the ACC so far, not named Trevor Lawrence. What say you?
I'm going to go with KHALIL Herbert. I think he has brought a spark and an energy to a Virginia Tech football team that's needed and had some issues at the quarterback spot or some up and down play, in and out play in terms of Braxton Burmeister versus Hendon Hooker in the game. So I'm going to go with Herbert because he's sort of been a steady Eddie for them in that position.
I'm going to go with Travis Etienne. This season, I feel like he's really evolving his game, much like Trevor Lawrence. He's one of the tops on Clemson in receiving yards and receptions. So I think that he's really stepped up and added more dimensions to his game, made himself more of a threat. And oh yeah, he's the two-time ACC, he's the reigning two-time ACC Player of the Year, best defensive player so far this season.
2 Ps, 1 pod. I'm going Isaiah McDuffie and Max Richardson from Boston College. These guys, they're dogs out there on the field, and they got 2 of them running at the same time. Tough to get away from them when you're moving side to side.
Well, call me a sucker for sacks and the big guys, but I'm going to go with Patrick Jones from Pitt, the nation's leading sacker. Hey, this guy doesn't have Jalen Twyman to take the heat off of him inside. He does have Rashad Weaver on the other side, but everybody knows from last year, Patrick Jones is the guy you want to direct your attention to. It doesn't matter. He's big, he's athletic, he's nasty, and he is getting it done. Who has been the surprise team for you so far?
Where credit is due for me is with Virginia Tech. This is a team that had over 20 players out with coronavirus. They had defensive coordinator out, then the defensive coordinator's out. Now the guy calling the plays, I think the secondary coach is now out as well. The reality is the surprise for me is that they're able to get it done with a backup quarterback, get it done with backup defensive backs, get it done with backup coaching. And I think that's really indicative of this team kind of buying into Fuente and looking to take that next step to be a contender in the ACC.
We know they lost to Clemson. Everybody's going to lose to Clemson, and not everybody's going to look great while they do it. So, hey, whatever there. But I'm going to go with the Miami Hurricanes. This team, I buy into them. I think they're a really good team. And if they can run the table down the stretch, they may be in a position to get a rematch, but we'll see. Who are the 2 teams that are going to meet in Charlotte? Pull out the crystal ball. Talk to me.
All right, let's see what we got here. 2 teams are going to walk down this red carpet into Charlotte, my hometown. I love it. So I'm looking forward to it. I think Clemson is an obvious. All right, so we go ahead and throw Clemson up. We don't have to even talk that much more about them. The thing for me with North Carolina, and the reason I'm going to say UNC, I'm going to pick them over Notre Dame. I think they get the win. What is it, November, I believe? They get a win. I think they can get that win in November that can get them to Charlotte.
I am going to stick with my preseason pick. Once Notre Dame decided to join the conference, I said, okay, we're probably going to get 2 versions of Clemson and Notre Dame. That's who I'm going to go with. That is my matchup, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Clemson Tigers.